Brace yourselves. They've been married 2 years now, so they're coming up to their, I think it's their silicone anniversary, I think, after 2 years. Please welcome Katie Price and Peter Andre.
Is she really going out and then? Is she really gonna take me home tonight? Is she really going out and then? Listen, my eyes come to singing the song and going all around here.
That's it. You sit there, Katie, so I can admire your remarkable physique. Congratulations.
I thought I'd wear my bum on my chest tonight.
I've got no idea how that zip's holding them together.
Just, well, by luck, hopefully it won't pop out.
That is really...
Hopefully it will.
Durkstrom technique, whatever it is. Hey, how are you doing? You're both looking very well.
We feel great, you know.
Because you were meant to be on the show a short while ago, and Peter came down with this terrible, terrible illness. Was it viral meningitis? Is that correct?
You know, it's a weird thing because these are the kind of things you hear about as kids, and then all of a sudden it strikes you, and you freak out a bit. But I feel great, you know. It's kind of boosted my immune system. So
you're all clear now?
I think so. I've got a couple of other things, but we won't talk about it. No, I'm fine, actually.
When did you find out that you might have something wrong with you? What was the warning signal, and how did they diagnose it?
Well, we were in Los Angeles promoting our show out there, and I was saying to Kate something was wrong, and she said, you're just a typical bloke, you know. She always thinks that guys always overdo. You got a cold, we got a flu. Right? You got a flu, you got meningitis. I'm getting there. She always does.
It takes so long. I'm sorry about
it's very rare I get a chance to speak.
They've got to edit the show, sorry.
It's nice for him to be out. He doesn't get out so much anymore.
And, yeah, and it was so bad, and then someone said I died.
That was in the press, they said.
It's not that funny, you know.
And your brain swells up when you have
your brain swells up.
And yours got as big as a walnut at one stage.
That was good.
Was that it was very worried.
But you know what? It's like it's a wake-up call. So.
Well, of course it is, because how fragile life is and how lucky we are to have our health, and of course you got through the other side, which is a lovely thing, and I'm very pleased to hear that.
Oh, and by the way, you sent me something.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
Jonathan sent me a gift.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about this. We don't need to talk about this.
And one of them was a DVD of...
Pornos he sent him.
As
a get well.
That was an accident. That was probably no accident. I was meaning to send that to someone else.
But that was the first laugh I had in the whole 2 weeks. So I was really happy about that. And
well, where were you then? You should have been there tuning up.
I was pregnant, ready to drop,
but
I was still there. Yeah, I was like weeks away from
But what a horrible time for it to happen for you, because you've got two at home, and then you've got another one cooking inside you, and then you're there lying around moaning.
I was loving it.
I bet you are. You couldn't believe your luck. But anyway, it's over now, which is a great thing. Hey, and congratulations on the birth of your beautiful baby girl.
Oh, we love her.
Thank you. She's actually back there.
Oh, is she here?
Not in the green room.
Not there. I would hope not, no.
Not yet.
And what a lovely name you've chosen for her. Will you tell us the name?
Princess Tiami.
Princess Tiami is the name. And a princess, I can understand why you went for that. Tiami, where does that come from? Because I'm not familiar with that name.
Well, my mum's name's Tia. Kate's mum's name's Amy, so I thought we'll
just
put
a little
together.
change in that.
Yeah.
Tiami.
I mean, princess was Kate's idea, right?
Obviously.
You know, when she...
That's a lot to live up to, though, calling someone princess.
She is my princess.
Well, you know what, you remind me a little of a princess as well. You did that song Whole New World, and there's a feeling of Princess Jasmine about you, and she has that monkey Abu. So there's a kind of is that not...
With the walnut brain, this is good. I'm getting battered.
Well, you're not biting back, are you?
No, because he's a good man.
No,
he knows I'm joking, I know.
Now, listen, every day there seems to be a different story about you guys in the paper, and I know many of them aren't true, of course, but what's going on in your life at the moment? Because sometimes I read that the relationship isn't going well, and you seem to be such a solid couple. I find that hard to believe, but would you like to clear up any stories?
I'm always the one to clear up gossip, as we say. How long have you got? It's always in one particular shit, trashy, awful magazine.
Jordan, you know, Katie,
apparently...
you don't have to hold back on this show.
Right, it's a fucking shit magazine. Apparently, because I went out with my wedding ring on, we're having rows because he was in Cyprus, and because I'd had the baby, I wanted to go out with the girls, but apparently that's wrong. They said that Junior was going to be born blind because Harvey was born blind. What have they said this week? That I was partying out till 8 o'clock, but it wasn't. It was 7:45.
Yes.
The facts are important in these matters. So
Oh,
you
but-
basically, you suffer through that, and what do you do? Do you
Laugh
feel
at
it's
it.
important to point that out, or do you just let it go and realise people don't pay attention?
We're part of an industry. We know what it's about, and if we complain about it, we shouldn't be in it. And you know.
And if we do split up, we will do an album of splitting up songs.
But you know what? I know you're not really joking, because you're so business-focused.
Exactly.
You will do that, won't you?
Yeah, and then we'll do a reality show of how I cope on my own and how he copes flying back to Australia or whatever.
Oh, really? What? I'm supposed to just get on a plane and
Yeah,
go, am
see
I?
She'll have to
ya.
leave. She'll make you leave the country, you know? She
Never
has
leave my
connections.
kids. I couldn't care what anybody
Well,
ever
you can
does to
stay
me.
in
I
the
will
shed then.
never leave my kids.
Now, what's going on with this? I hear this is news which, frankly, worries me a little bit. You're starting, in my line of work, you're becoming
Yes.
rival, starting a talk show over on ITV2. What will it be called? What kind of show? I'm hoping it'll be a bit different to mine. What's it going to be like?
It's called... Why do I always have to do the promotion?
Because if I
okay,
start,
I'll quickly
you're gonna
say
cut
it.
me, so you may as well just do
It
it.
starts with Katie and Peter, Unleashed, and it starts next Friday.
Okay, and
at
what kind of a show
ITV2.
will it be? It won't be a Jeremy Kyle kind of
No,
show. It
it's
won't be
gonna
problems,
be-
it'll be...
Yeah, there's problems in it, music in it. 2 guests on the problem. No, 2 guests and toys on it and just like lots of
And
games.
you know what? We're going to ask you here in front of
Yeah,
everybody.
don't blow us
Our
out.
dream guest is to have you sitting on the other side and let us interview you. Was that a yes?
Yeah, but don't give it all that bullshit. Oh, I'm signed to BBC One. We can't do that. I'm not having that.
Even though he is signed to BBC
So?
One.
He's
Well,
a man.
do you offer incentives to your guests? Do you lure them in? We offer people a chance to talk about new things they've got going out, and we often offer cash bribes, and we gave Jake a chow to dry himself off after his long swim.
Well, I thought this would be tempting enough, you know, my wife is.
He's bored of seeing us now.
Hold on. You're giving me... I get another go on the missus?
In
Is
the
this...
event that I was going to pass away from a meningitis, I had to put something in the will that Jonathan's the only
I
man
don't need
allowed to go
anything of
near.
yours.
How dare
But hold it,
you?
he's offering... Now, am I correct in this? I know we have witnesses. You heard that. I'm being offered Katie for what, for an afternoon or half an hour? How long do I get?
I'll finish you quick.
Yeah. That's why I'm so relaxed tonight.
You know what? I feel like I've already been paid now because it's...
I know, I can see.
Yeah, you know what? When do you record this programme of yours?
We record it on Wednesday nights, it goes out on Friday nights. Next Friday night's our first show.
Okay.
We're a little bit nervous, but, you know, we're looking forward to it.
I can't do next Wednesday, but I promise you I will do a Wednesday this
Brilliant.
series.
Yeah.
Okay, that's, I promise I will come on. It will be my pleasure because I like you both very much indeed, and I have nothing much to say. Hey, now listen, what's going on also, because you're very shrewd. Here's the thing, say what you like about Katie, I know just about everyone does, but
Yeah.
you're a grafter, I know that, you work hard, and you have a pretty shrewd business head on you.
I like to think so.
You've had books out, you've had books about yourself, and you've put your name to novels as well. You have perfumes out, you've done reality shows, you've done all... What are you into most at the moment? What are you doing right now?
I actually like doing the books. I've got 6 pony books out for the kids. Obviously, I'm into horses as
When
well,
you say,
which
yeah,
is
when
why
you
I've
say
done that.
pony, that's not rhyming slang for they're not very good. That means they're about horses.
They are about horses and horse stories for younger kids.
Okay, yeah. Now, and do you write these yourself? Because often, and I'm not being disparaging, but often people don't have the time to do it, and celebrities themselves say they're involved in books and they kind of help out, but they don't do the actual, shall we call
I
it
don't
typing?
do the actual typing, no.
But you're
So obviously I've got other
involved
stuff.
all the way
Oh,
through?
totally, everything I do. And the perfume I'm really into, obviously.
Yeah, I have your perfume here. I have, is it one perfume? You have more than one perfume?
I've got another one coming out already soon.
Okay, now they call these, I believe there's a name for these perfumes, which are, they're called, for perfumes which are kind of like, they're attached to a celebrity name, but they're not kind of like, I can't remember what they're called, it's something, it's not prestige, it's, Chestige, I'm thinking of, but it isn't Chestige. There is a name, I won't be able to think of it, when I say that, I'm sorry, but there is a word for, you know, it's like they're kind of high volume, they sell really well, but they've got a name. Christ, that's sweet.
Like me?
Have you smelled it?
No.
Do you know?
Do you wear the perfume?
Yes, I do. Of course I do.
Jonathan, as a guy, right?
Yes, sir.
Which we know, I do work a lot, but I'm
Hold on,
married.
what's that got to do
Wait
with
a
my
s- just
perfume?
wait. But I'm married to a woman that works too much, so
Oh, you
Now,
can
you
never
think-
work
it can
too
almost
much.
You think she
appear.
should be at home a bit more with you?
No. No. We need our space, all right? We need our space. But I'm just saying, you know, it's like... It's, you know, it's good because she works, she's a good businesswoman, but I just couldn't take on 100 things at once, you know? I'm happy with...
But women can multitask.
Not... Listen...
It is. You leave
Guys,
him...
help me out.
Pete, if I leave you with the 3 kids and they all cry, you phone me up. Why
I'll
have
go
you
mad.
left me with all the kids?
Yeah, I can't
But that's a lot of work. That is a lot of work, 3 kids. And, you know, it's especially with a new baby, that's always...
Yeah.
All you've got to do is say to yourself, enjoy the crying, and it will just ring in your ears and it'll be all right.
See, I don't have your Can I ask you a question which is a very personal question?
Oh, we like that.
Do you breastfeed?
Never. They are my puppies and mine only.
Hey.
Well, occasionally you can touch them.
Very strict.
No, I don't.
Very
you know,
strict.
some people do, some people don't, but it's just not for me.
You don't fancy it?
No, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's good for the baby.
Well, I know there's nothing wrong with
Me
it.
and
It's been
Jonathan
seen as a
fancy
right for the last
The
40,000
only
years.
reason why, as well, I bottle feed, because I think it's important for the dad to bond, and if the baby's
So he
on you-
breastfeeds with you?
I know,
But
I'm
no,
a
it is
multitasker
important.
too.
Hey, look at that. Remember that young lad? Whatever happened to him? Look at that physique there.
but you
Katie,
know
is he
what?
still... Is he in good shape now? Or?
Actually, when he did get meningitis, one thing he was happy about, he lost so much weight, and he was actually happy about that.
But I like that about you. You're a glasses half full kind of person.
But I was not happy then. I really wasn't happy. I mean, I was so stressed 2 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
I mean, and you know, guys, they'll see you in the street and go, wanker. You know, they'll call you everything because they don't want to see some bloke flashing his chest.
Well, you
so
look
now
like
I've got a
you've
wife
eaten-
that can
you
do
look-
it. It's
you look like you've
fantastic.
eaten a lot. I'm sorry, I tried my... That was a very good joke.
That wasn't bad, was it?
Have a look at that again, will you, Katie? What? I wanted her to enjoy you in your prime, that's all. That's all.
Don't you think I did this as well?
Yeah, OK, now, the shows you've been involved in, how many reality shows, or do you call them reality shows? How many shows where you've allowed cameras into your house have you been involved with?
Well, the ones that are in America, they're showing... They're on our 3rd one now, I think, aren't they?
Yeah.
They've done the wedding. And obviously, the one that's just been on, we're still filming our other one while we're doing the chat show. But do you know what? It really doesn't bother us with the cameras. We're so used to it.
Well, how often are they there? I mean, how much control do you have in other parts of the house where you don't allow them? Are they not allowed in every room, or what are the rules?
I only like them. I'm really awful. I don't... If anyone comes to the house, like a postman or anything, I go, don't you dare let them look in the house, because it's my privacy as well. So I'm like, answer the door like
But
that.
you let the cameras in there?
Only in the
I know.
kitchen, only in the red room, and the cinema room, because he wanted to show it off.
But she'll invite someone up, right? Oh, do you want to come over? As soon as they get there, she's like, oh, shit, you answer the door. So I go
Hey,
answer
I'm with
the
you on
door.
that. I
don't
hate it when
even
people
know.
come to my house. I hate it when
Yeah,
they're...
but she invited them.
Yeah.
Pete, I'm not doing that. Everyone's going to think they're not going to be
Then
welcome.
she runs upstairs. I'm
Yeah, but-
stood there saying, hi, mate, how you going? Yeah, do you want a cuppa? Yeah, come in. What the fuck are they doing in the house? Excuse my language. So I'm...
No, if there are
and we've got
people
this
there to
intercom
do
service,
jobs
and
and
I'm like
stuff...
standing there like,
You know,
like I'm doing now.
if he's
But you
cooking,
talking
he's different to me. Whatever.
But I think Peter was talking... Suddenly I'm a counsellor. I'm not... I think what Peter was saying was that he meant when you invite friends over...
No, not friends. Oh, shut up, Pete, when friends
She's
come
saying
over.
that, so if they're watching,
But
she's
really,
gonna
seriously,
You're
no,
all
no.
welcome.
bollock me later.
But Katie, I understand. When people come to my house, although I'm very pleased to see them, nothing's so sweet as saying goodnight to them. You know,
Sleep
No,
as
we
well.
love people. We love people. It's just sometimes, you know what. You know.
You're a
No, I
young
don't
couple.
know
You've
what
got
you
children
mean.
to look after. Well, don't fall out now on the show, for
No,
Christ's
we
sake.
won't.
You know.
No, we love each other. Actually, we're really like... This is the thing... Sorry, taking over again. You were
That's
talking
fine.
about these magazines saying that about marriages and
Yes,
that.
yes.
I reckon we're a really strong unit, you know. We've got 3 kids. We love each other. She happens to be beautiful. It's a good life for me right now because work's going well, personal life's going well, and the kids are just the icing.
Well, listen, I know you're quite outspoken, but I read that you were talking about Posh and Bex going to LA, and people were trying to draw a parallel that you guys were entering the kind of American entertainment world as well. Do you have any contact with those guys at all? Do you?
I have nothing against Victoria and David. I love her boobs, and I wish she'd admit they're fake, because they are. And but with America, they're like tadpoles in America, so are we, and there's so much room for everyone out there, and it's like, good luck to them, and
Yeah,
good
but
luck
you
to
are
us.
forgetting one thing. I mean, I always stick up for people, always, but I
You
reckon...
know, David's talented.
David's a
Victoria,
big
what does she
tadpole.
really do? Nothing.
I mean...
Well, she doesn't.
You know something you don't about it?
At least I can say you know, at least I've got loads of things to prove that I do things. I am seen with my kids. She does look the bollocks all the time, but she does jack shit.
Fine. David's a multi-talented man, so let's just leave it on the positive. We don't have to
You
go
can
on
speak the truth.
I am
hold on.
speaking the
Well, let's
truth.
try an experiment.
She doesn't do anything.
Hang on, mystery girl. Listen, why don't you... Now, you tell us, what do you think of David, and what do you think of Victoria? We'll start... Just to be different, we'll start... No, we'll start with
nice.
Peter. Peter,
No,
what do you...
I don't.
What do you think of Victoria?
Oh, she's really nice. No. Honestly...
Come on, you watched her programme.
Okay.
Got my programme.
All right. I don't rate her.
You don't
I
rate
never did rate her.
That's all I need
I
to
never
know.
rated
That's all I
her.
need to know.
But
And
David's
David, what do you think of David?
He's a really good footballer.
That's it? You don't...
He's a nice bloke, too.
He's done nothing wrong to me.
The only person in the world so far from Jonathan by the sound of it. Jesus.
OK. Well...
I think let's finish it there.
Let's agree that we move on from this session next time and we deal with some of the other issues that are hanging between us and make sure that... OK. I'll need that half an hour with you before the show on Wednesday, obviously. She says OK. Regardless of whether it happens, I'm going to have a wank tonight thinking about it. I'll invite you in. We'll be... OK, it'll be like a family wank. Anyway, listen. You might as well.
Yeah.
What harm could it do? It's only skin. OK, of course. Who would? How great to see you both again. Congratulations on all your many projects and, of course, on your beautiful new baby. That's everything. And,
Thanks very much.
We look forward to having you on our show,
in a few weeks'
Jonathan.
time, I'll definitely come. I promise you that. Ladies and
Thanks,
gentlemen, join me in saying
Thank
thank you
you.
to Peter Andre. You're going to stick around for the music, yeah?
Yeah.
OK. My thanks to all my guests this evening. We've just enjoyed Katie and Peter's company, and of course Jake Gyllenhaal and Jules Holland. Thank you both for being here, guys. Great job. Thank you. Next week.